Everybody. Oh.
My name is Brian Rogers, and I have been keeping this secret for about a month now. In May 2nd, 1963, was the day I was involved in a plane crash. Let me just get straight to the story. It was just an ordinary flight for me. We took off from Los Angeles, and we were headed toward Mexico City. Our plane had finally reached the city of Mexico, but that's when this thing broke out of the cargo area and started to just consume everyone and everything. Everyone was screaming for their lives while I stay in shock. I was horrified and was about to cry when I saw adults and kids get tear apart. I was about to vomit, but that's when the creature noticed me and was about to lunge at me. I got through my senses and threw myself across the other aisle of the plane. The creature hit the wall of the plane, cracking the window during the process. I ran to the front of the plane and started banging on the cabin doors. I wanted to warn them from what was going on, but the creature was already behind me. I turned around, and it looked like it had gotten bigger. I again dodged the creature, which threw itself against the cabin door, breaking it open. The creature started to attack the pilots. I was sick to my core. What had I done? I still have that guilty feeling that I had killed two innocent people, and the only people that could have helped me through this situation. I was on my own now, so I hid in the bathroom, praying the creature didn't notice me. I felt the plane starting to go in a nosedive. I hung on tight and prayed for dear life I make it out alive. I heard an explosion.
How does the creature look like? Nobody's told us that. All I can suggest is flesh with teeth, black eyes. That's all I can do.
And the wall behind me exploded, sucking me out during the process. I remember feeling a lot of pressure on my chest, and air hitting my face really badly to the point where I couldn't even breathe. I woke up to find myself floating in a pond. I got up and I saw in the distance a massive fire. I also heard some people screaming, then a roar. A few minutes after the roar, something rose from the trees. It was a massive creature. It walked on all fours, was covered in flesh, and even pieces of the plane still attached on to the creature. I've never told a single soul on what happened that night. I don't even know where that creature was, or if it was already discovered. For my safety, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Later on, the plane was reported missing, and the US government assumed the Mexican military shot it down. I want to tell everyone what happened, but I know it will come with serious consequences. But if I don't say anything either, it will also lead to serious consequences too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could keep the secret up for too much long. But there is one thing I'm still worried about the most. Where is this thing?
Why are you glitching? That's the
Sir,
thing.
I got bad news.
Infected. Look, infected, right there. That's the infected.
It seems as if this creature is covered with a small level of radiation.
Yes.
But if we let the creature attack nuclear power plants, the radiation will grow rapidly.
Shit.
And it
We
will
need
grow.
to evacuate New York City as soon as possible.
We only have 15 minutes left before it reaches Brooklyn.
Alright, trying to have a nice summer vacation. You see this thing coming out of the water. And you decide it's time to leave. I was looking at videos for this.
Sir, there are
I
more
saw this
reports
video
on the
of
unidentified
Sonic
creature.
picking up
The creature
infected
seems
Scott.
to be growing every 10
No,
minutes or so. And for anyone who is near or
That
around
is
the
not
area
happening
the
because
radiation
in
is,
fact
they
Sky
start to
is
get
like a
sick or
titan.
infected.
It's classified a
We need
titan
to send in
every time it
reinforcements.
eats radiation.
Send the U.S. military. We will also need some
It's
Air Force fighters.
bigger. Then they decide to nuke.
Wait. Did you say infected?
Breaking news. Here in the city of New York is being attacked by a creature that appeared out of the Atlantic Ocean. The
Wow!
creature seems to be covered in small levels of
Are
radiation.
we
But if this creature
blind?
reaches one of our nuclear power plants, its radiation will continue to increase. Please evacuate the city and wear masks when leaving your homes.
Egg.
The creature has turned towards Manhattan and
It's a
left
mask.
total
Mask,
destruction
get
in
away.
Brooklyn.
Mask is not gonna help. You touch it, you're dead. It's like SCP-503, I think. The little doll girl. You touch it, dead. Yeah, that's disgusting. So if you're underneath, you can see the inside of its mouth. How? Why is it? Are you serious? Scableen. Club B. Stop crying. It's not the end of the world. It is. I actually want to say something. A lot bigger. Like, I wanted to say something when they made this like effective thingy thing like popular. Every time I look at the airplane, I'm like, I'm watching you. I did not like it. I don't know if it's an effective sky or just a normal plane. So I look cuckoo. That's big.
More new reports on New York. The city has been completely
Egg.
demolished, and the creature had reached a power plant in the middle of the city. Here are some pictures of the aftermath after the creature had ate the nuclear waste.
Jesus.
We also have new updates on the changes of the creature. As you can see, the creature's size has doubled, and the radiation takes up half of Manhattan's park.
Manhattan
So what do we do now?
Park.
I mean, we can't just nuke the creature. It literally feeds off of radiation. We're just gonna make it more
Yeah,
powerful.
you say that, then you nuke
I
it.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
What?
The creature is heading towards John F. Kennedy International Airport.
What is that supposed to mean?
Sir, the creature we are dealing with right now is a plane. The creature is gonna spread its flesh like a virus.
That's me and my family were trying to leave New York City after it was being attacked by the plane monster. We were in a high-rise apartment building. We tried packing really fast to get out of the city after we heard the sirens. Later we saw the monster out of the large windows. The monster later then knocked down our building and I was hanging on for dear life under a table. I woke up to find myself under the debris of the large building. I found my dead family crushed behind large chunks of concrete from the building. I continued walking out to the destroyed city. I slowly started to feel really sick. The point where I was coughing up blood and started to feel really, really hungry. Also felt some sort of cold and something really hard. It felt like metal on my back. This might be my last message before something happens to me. God may help us all. Next. Yes, this is where they get. Hey, wouldn't the creature would spread its flesh to all the vehicles so they could become evil?
Hello, all JFK passengers. Currently, all flights have been canceled due to a request from the government. We are currently...
What did you just unzip? Put your bag. Put your pants.
Breaking news. Here in the city of New York is being attacked by a creature that appeared out of the Atlantic Ocean. The creature seems to be covered in small levels of radiation, but if this creature reaches one of our nuclear power plants, its radiation will continue to increase. Please evacuate the city and wear masks when leaving your homes.
Okay, I'll wear a mask. Mask. Whoa. Infected stuff. Uzi. This guy's dead. Honestly, like blood just going on something. Told ya. You touch it, you turn infected. AKA dead. A and C. You think it's AMC?
Welcome to the aviation complex industry. We started this project right after the attack of New York City. After the attack, we began to study this creature and what the effects are to human bodies due to its radiation around itself. Our goal is to succeed on defeating this creature to avoid it being a global threat throughout the planet. We have captured 10 aircrafts that have been infected by the creature. When the creature encounters an aircraft, it grabs the nearby citizen, then proceeds to bite down on the living organism, then throws them inside of the aircraft. The body later then starts to get covered in living flesh, which then covers the entire body. After that stage, it proceeds to grow then spread throughout the aircraft, which will later then break apart and become alive. We will begin this test to show you how easily it is to spot an infected aircraft.
That one. This one, people.
Unknown aircraft has been detected near the San Francisco Bay. Please evacuate all premises immediately.
Okay. This is my favorite analog.
Has been detected near the San Francisco.
There's AVC. Shush. Shh. Shush. Yeah, infected Sky, defeat her. Thank you. She wouldn't stop crying and screaming. This is not a very good mouse, is it? Thank you. Not. Okay. So it can make car alarms go. I know there's an infected Sky with like a leg like this for some reason. Jets, please do not touch the infected or you will turn. Infected Sky fight. Shin Godzilla. Clean cut. Perfect. Infected sea. Shouldn't the sea be infected? Because the infected are going into the sea. Get away from that aircraft, please. It's oh my fellas. It's infected. I'll read this for you guys. You don't have to pause and read. 245 and 45, comma 479 deaths, 80% destroyed, 2.383.291 buildings destroyed, 15 planes infected, 804,372, 384 infected citizens.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl
I'm
away,
sorry.
taped nappies can be hard to put
I'll.
on.
Okay, next episode. I'm sorry about the ad. I don't have YouTube Plus. You're dead. Dude, you're dead. You're dead. This is dead. You're just dead. And then dead. We sent out 20 workers to capture some infected people out in San Francisco. They have captured around 6 civilians. Only 5 employees came back from the mission. We will now start reviving these creatures. Reviewing these creatures. Vitran, a creature that can grow up to 50 feet tall and is able to regenerate even when attacked by missiles. This creature also has the ability to shoot a laser beam out of its mouth like the infected A-38. The Vitran has an average level of radiation, which is still enough to infect a civilian. The creature seems to have another side of its main mouth and 2 big twin crests on the side of its head. Okay. I'm gonna show the Skycrawler. Holy gosh. Nitra Menace, a humanoid creature that seems to have white flesh with human facial features. The creature seems to walk on all fours with very pointy feet. These creatures are able to grow up to 40 feet. These creatures are also able to run very fast and jump over 20 feet. The only way you are able to survive the Neutral Menace is by covering yourself with a bad smile and hide in a tight space. This creature can also roar at a very high pitch, and by that will burst your eardrums, may become deaf for approximately 18 to 20 minutes. Skywatchers. Skywatchers are white-skinned creature with humanoid features. It can also have the ability to talk, run, and scream. These humanoid creatures are very harmless. Very harmless? They have instructed with people before and even helped them throughout life treating situations. Some were even found protecting civilians from other infected creatures. The Skywatchers have a very low amount of radiation in their bodies. They also can reach up to 50 feet tall. A situation happened when we sent our team to go capture these creatures, a worker had been killed by one of these creatures due to the fact he was trying to sexual harass a female worker at an apartment complex. He was very unsuccessful due to a Skywatcher being near. The worker was brutally killed on the spot by the Skywatcher's sharp hand, stabbing him throughout the chest. The female worker was later then escorted by the Skywatcher towards one of the emergency helicopters. After dropping the woman off, it disappeared into the fog. All of this was captured on film. Skycrawlers, my favorite one, yay. Skycrawlers. Skycrawlers are giant creatures that approximately reach 50 to 60 feet tall. The skycrawlers have a roar that copy human cries and screams. If you ever encounter with a skycrawler, be sure to not make any sudden movement. If the skycrawlers encounter any movement from a living organism, they will start to roar, which we assume is calling out smaller versions of the skycrawler. They will hunt you down until they find a victim to feed on. I'm not reading. Seven slash 26/63. Static. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you're infected. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Candy cane legs. Candy cane legs. This is what I call him. Candy cane legs. This is how you do it. So you curve your bottom lip, put your top lip inside, then you stick out your tongue like this. They're gonna fight. 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 Oh. Warning. There might be some epilepsy things in here with white lights. Energy wave. Knockout. Spirit bomb. Wait. I want to tell that again. Spirit bomb. I didn't know that infected skull was flippin' Goku. File 37. SF Stubborn. Downloading. Yep. Oh, that's infected. You can go up to 50 feet tall. I think that house is too big.
Welcome to the aviation.
50 feet tall isn't that much.
You are now a mutated remover. In this job, you will have to eliminate the mutated monsters that are roaming around the city.
No,
You will
right.
be equipped with a flamethrower, 2 layers of gloves, and a hazmat suit. Your job is to remove all of the
Everybody
mutated
has
flesh
2
that are
legs
left behind the creature.
with 2
Also,
feet.
you must document everything. Your suit will be equipped with a body cam to record everything. You will be dropped off
It
in
will
a
be
city that has
25
been
people
destroyed
now.
by one of these creatures.
25 feet.
You do get a choice. You can choose
That's like
New
25
York
people.
City, San Francisco,
So it's 50
and
feet.
San Antonio.
25 people.
If you ever encounter with a mutated creature, use your flamethrower towards it. It won't kill the creature, but it will slow it down.
Yeah, I like how it just glitches out. It's coming. Oh no. He doesn't even use his flamethrower. He just sets the whole house on fire. New infected aircraft spotted in Tokyo Bay. Here's a new one. While he ain't candy cane legs. I thought he was summoning those jets. Ah, jets! Jets! Ah, spirit bomb. So I'm still laughing about the spirit bomb. Well, this is vlog 3 and it's like 30 minutes long. Oh. How much more? It's Candy Cane Legs! Hello Candy Cane Legs! The original one got spirit bombed. I know there's a flying one. Nope. Nope. Goodbye planes, you're going to hell. 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 I didn't actually mean that. I didn't actually know that they were going to hell. The floor split open with fire and the planes were dragged in below. Hungry. I'm gonna get some chips. Some chips.
FX Pro. Trade like a pro.
Strong buy, strong sell. Downtown. Okay. AVC. Top secret. What is your top secret, Edward Gross?
We have now captured the B-37.
B-37.
Pacific Ocean. It fell into one of our giant facilities, which is where it's being held. Updates on the B-37. The aircraft seems to have reached stage 3. It has now grown to at least 2,453 feet. There are a few changes on the creature, which by that I will read out. One is a pink, like glowing effect on its neck. 2, of course, is its growth. 3rd,
Okay.
one giant horn on each side of the legs. 4th, spikes have now started to grow out of the body to replace the dorsal fin. And 5th, near the stomach of the creature, it seems to have bodies of human remains. One of my personal favorites. B-27. Anyways, updates on the creature. It has now grown up to 1,246 feet tall. 2, the creature had begun to grow fins on its legs. 3, the creature's legs seem to have a glow white effect. 4th, its flesh seems to be melting a little. 5th, the creature seems to be overheating but shows no reaction to it. Poor thing.
AM-225. One of the largest cargo aircraft in history. Evaluation has disappeared last night, including 6 AN-124s. Innovation complex industry is currently on the lookout for these planes. Update. The AM-46 was down. What? Hold on. What? The M225 was spotted flying over downtown Chicago with contrail. Instead of the contrail being white, the contrail was red. After an hour after the contrail was dropped, the sky turned orange, but later then starts to turn to red. People also start to get infected. But it's red. It's orange. And I'm eating orange. This is next day. Okay, now it's turning red. New aircraft. B-70, which resembles an aircraft named the Boeing 707, has appeared out of a lake, Michigan. I swear, this is following me. This creature began to walk around downtown Chicago. Here are some details we have about this new creature. Details. 1. Head of the Boeing 707 is still attached. The creature now has large spine on its back. Next to the spine there seems to be a creature. Next to the spine, there seems to be creature-like faces poking out of the flesh. B-78 is now it's not 70, it's 78. The B-78 is now changing its form. But that's disgusting. First of all. Oh! It's standing now. What if the tanks get infected? I mean, that's how he got infected tanks. Immortal.
Welcome to JBW News. Today's broadcast takes place in downtown Chicago after it was attacked by an infected aircraft. The military is currently making an attempt to defeat this creature before it reaches a nuclear power plant. Almost half of the Chicago skyline has been destroyed, leaving the iconic Willis Tower standing in the mist.
No, I won't let you.
We need to try.
You will end everyone if you do.
I'm sorry.
Help me with the baby. She's stuck.
The government is currently on the lookout for whoever sent that atomic bomb. Thousands of people carrying their lives no hundreds of thousands of people along their lives. The creature is currently visible on the single site
We are still looking for these aircrafts. They are known to be the largest planes in the world. We must destroy these planes before they become the reason of the end of humanity. We must face the consequences for creating these creatures.
Too late.
Today's news takes place in Toronto Pearson International Airport. The airport is extremely busy due to the attacks in the US. Thousands of people are moving north towards Greenland for evacuation. Thousands of planes are falling from the sky. The aviation complex industry is currently finding a reason for this attack. It's happening every...
Currently, thousands of planes have been falling out of the sky. The reason for this issue is because of the B-37's electromagnetic pulse. This led to all technology around the globe to shut off. Power sources, vehicles, and technology were all affected during this attack. It took about an hour for the power to turn back on. After the incident, people's bodies began to fuse together inside of the planes. Lately, there have been 12 infected aircrafts spotted all around Canada. Some were even spotted swimming in the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean.
Hold on, let me read this for you guys. No. Infected aircraft named B-37 was spotted swimming in the Pacific Ocean near Tokyo, Japan. If you received this message, you must evacuate the area immediately. The creature had now doubled in size, which by the creature had now that will cause more fatal and critical damage. 30 minutes and 37 seconds for evacuation. Technically, this is the first one. I don't remember. The first one broke airplane. Airplane's head. So I can eat.
37 has absorbed a huge amount of radiation.
Told
and
you
we
there was a
don't know
flying one.
where. We have to find a way to defeat this creature, since military attacks are no use.
Well,
There is one way.
John Cena. Sorry. What would you do in this situation? I think I would go to a different universe. Wait, this thing does not exist. Oh, okay. Now that reminds me of Shin Godzilla.
We need to report this to the government. The B-27 is getting closer to Paris.
Gas. Fire.
We can't. The
Maybe
B-37's pulse took out our power. Even our backup generators aren't working. I think we're just gonna have to watch.
Are you crazy? Thousands of lives are in our hands.
What?
Let alone we might get fired. I joined this team to get revenge on one of those creatures for killing my family. I'm not just gonna sit here and watch.
I thought she said nuke them. No, you're not supposed to nuke it. My favorite candy cane. Yoink. Oh, very good evening. Yeah, that's candy cane. Hello, candy cane. Candy cane. Candy cane. I love my candy cane, dude. My candy cane infected sky. Those are just PNGs. Paris! I think it's a France. Sister, that's Paris. PNGs. Oh, I got hit in the back. What do you think that would accomplish? It's just gonna sink into the floor. Yeah. We've got two more. One of our crew members found a tape on the side of a corpse in San Francisco. The body was not identified, but the tape was collected, brought back to the base. The tape was disinfected and was ready to play. Green is watching. Play it. Where? Our first target, airline, United Airlines, type of plane, Boeing 737, passengers 102, flesh size 7 feet, crash site predicted at Benji O Dry Forest. Next photo. Our second target, airline, Carlux, type of plane, Boeing 747, passengers 4, flesh size 5 feet, crash site New York, Manhattan, still in progress.
Some rain must fall, but too much is falling in my
photo.
Into each heart someday.
Third target, airline, British Airways, type of airplane, Boeing 787, passengers 143, flesh size 10 feet, crash site Chicago, Illinois, whatever. Illnesses, I think. That's photo. So they get the photos from real life, and then they say last photo.
He is still frozen in Antarctica. If we nuke the area, he will be able to break free and be able to consume the radiation of the atomic bomb.
Look, the plan might work, but there are consequences for this if we nuke Antarctica. Tsunamis may reach coastal cities, and global warming will be a bigger problem than what we are dealing with right now. People are depending on us. We can't risk any more lives.
Can't risk any more lives? Kenji, these
polar
creatures
bears
are able to erase mankind. If we don't do anything now, then we may have to face the extinction of humanity.
Poor polar
I'll see what I
bears.
can do. But if anything goes wrong, it's on you.
Round it. That's Godzilla right there. Please stop crying or you're gonna get...
Thank you both for coming here on time. I really appreciate it.
It's no problem, Mr. President.
Mr. Kenji.
So I've heard about this plan of yours. May you explain it to me in more detail?
Well, we know
We want to
military
nuke
forces and
the
atomic weapons are no
Antarctica.
use towards these creatures, and they are able to regenerate even during the attacks. But during the San Antonio attack, the A-38 and the B-75 were attacking each other with atomic lasers. The A-38 was able to defeat the B-75 with a power called the atomic ball, which gave me the idea. If these creatures can die by atomic lasers, then that means they can die by an atomic breath, which is hotter than the sun itself.
So what are you trying to say here?
He's suggesting that we release God's...
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm willing to take that risk. So many bad things could happen if we do release him.
I agree to some. We don't even know if he'll even be on our side.
You guys have to take the risk. Rather, we let him fight these creatures off, or we die with them.
Fine, I will agree on this, but I can't be the only one. There has to be a vote. You'll have to talk to the other moderators.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, that's bad. It's big. It's bad. Aww. Why are they in South Africa? No. Ah.
Air quality has gotten worse throughout the time of the attacks.
It's yellow.
Everyone must remain indoors to avoid the radiation that is spreading around the world. The government is now giving out an air quality cleaner to remove the remaining radiation inside of your homes. The sky has been yellow throughout the past week and has been getting darker. Reports say that as soon as this incident started, people were getting infected. If you decide to leave your homes, make sure to wear masks to protect yourself from the radiation. There will be military patrol around every block to make sure nobody leaves their homes unless it is an emergency. Today, a new infected aircraft has been spotted in the middle of Shanghai. But this is the least violent infected aircraft so far. The creature just walks and doesn't really pay attention to the citizens. The creature still causes damage, but not like the other mutants. This infected aircraft is now named the DC-10, which, as you can tell by the name, uses the head of a DC-10. Right now, the military is leaving this creature alone, as they do not want any trouble with the creature.
It's sleeping. Everything needs to sleep.
Welcome back to the aviation complex industry. Just like everyone else, we are trying to survive this apocalyptic event that is happening everywhere around the globe. What we know so far is that these creatures are very violent, and they cause massive destruction.
Not all of them.
It is still unknown to why these creatures
Massive
are destroying
destruction,
cities.
yes.
How
All
do
of
you
them are
survive
violent.
this apocalyptic event? First, you have to always be wearing a mask when outside, because not only are you breathing in the dust clouds that come from collapsing buildings, but you are also breathing in the radiation that comes from these creatures. Second, always have a weapon on you the entire time, as the infected creatures might be roaming around the area. If an
Here's my
infected
weapon.
person gets inside your home,
Turn it into a
put on
crossbow.
and hide.
Game over.
Only engage when the mutants have found out.
A cruise ship had split in half in the Indian Ocean. There were 1,256 passengers, and only 985 passengers were rescued out of the ship. Many bystanders say that a massive shark fin, made of flesh, appeared out of the ocean and crashed into the ship.
Swooning over a romantic retreat on Booking.com. But can't leave your dog behind?
Made of flesh, appeared out of the ocean and crashed into the ship.
Yeah, this is my weapon. Oh! That actually hurt. Chemical laser. But just leave him alone, he's a chill guy. Just a chill guy. Damn, I've never met.
The DC-10 was spotted consuming radiation from one of our nuclear reactors. We assume that the creature is just feeding on radiation, but the aviation complex industry is saying that it is sensing a threat and it is preparing for it.
Ew. So basically, they should be able to feed on each other because they have radiation. The others have radiation. Yeah, I told you no, the flying one. So this is what it was preparing for. The threat. This is the threat. What? What? Spirit? Spirit bomb, but with lasers. Okay, wait, let me see. The DC-10 is a mutated creature that resembles an aircraft named the DC-10. This creature has 3 spines on the creature's back, 2 horns that seem to break out of the head of the plane. The power of the creature is Star Ray. The DC-10 is measured to be 494 feet tall. The Doc DC-10 was just a normal mutated at first, but when it consumed the radiation, it began to become hostile. Stage 3, height 494 feet, aggression 67%, radiation 76%, sanity 43%. Location, Shanghai, whatever. So the radiation makes them hostile. Just don't feed them radiation. C9T. The C9T is a mutated plane that resembles Cornord. The creature has ability to fly and move at top speed while also be able to break the sound barrier. The C9T has miniature mouths at the bottom and top of the creature. The remaining pieces of the condor seem to be the head of the aircraft, while with the tail, we don't know the power of the creature yet due to the fact it hasn't had a chance to reach a nuclear power plant. Stage 3, height 324 feet, aggression 84%, radiation 43%, sanity 28%. Location, Shanghai. I said get back to work! Get back to work! Did I say you can stop working? I said get back to work! Get back to work! Get back to work! I said get back to work! Did I say you can stop working? Messiah! Give me it. Yeah! Okay, he's running. He's scared. That's fine. I understand. This nose a turtle. Those creature.
Throughout the area. So if you are in a 10-mile radius near the city, evacuate immediately before it is too late. There will be military aircrafts in every airport to help you evacuate the city. Make sure not to bring your weapon.
As we observe the damage of downtown New York, we decided to study the destruction and how much damage it can cause. We can inform that we are designing a mechanical creature that will be under our control and be able to defeat these creatures. It's time that we start fighting back against these fleshy monsters and gain our nation back to
Mechagodzilla?
how it was.
Yeah, there's Godzilla where the white is. Who awoke me from a slumber?
You're the best divorce lawyers in town.
You're the best
It's
of
showtime,
worst
ladies.
lawyers in town. This is the final episode. Huh? I think there's 10.
We have captured multiple people that have been infected by the radiation from these creatures. We've placed them inside of metal rooms to see what the effects are to a human body when it was exposed to the radiation from these creatures.
That's the sound of Shy Guy crying. Stage 1, hallucinating, hunger, melting skin, decrease of hair, sex male, height 5.4, weight 124, status infected, aggression 0%. Skin begins to rip apart, exposing the flesh from the body. All body parts begin to rip apart and stretch. Big teeth begin to become sharper. Sex male, blah blah blah. Status infection, aggression. 17% stage. I think that the weight changed. Stage 3. Flesh has covered the body. Teeth have been sharper. Multiple hands are poking out. Two heads are poking out of the side. Middle of the chest is missing. Head had split apart. Height 6.3. Weight 237. / infection aggression 6.7. 67%. I'm running out of this. How long is this going to take? Because I have to see. Disgusting. Okay. Federal wide tiger.
Godzilla, the creature that was once king of the monsters and ruled the planet, was released out of Antarctica and was seen swimming around the Indian Ocean. Ever since Godzilla was released, he has absorbed half of the radiation that was polluting in the sky from these creatures. Godzilla was last seen emerging from Tokyo Bay in the destroyed city that was once attacked by the B-37. Although Godzilla was released from Antarctica, it wasn't where Godzilla was from. In 1936, 3 teens discovered a stone, which was in the shape of a triangle, had a dinosaur head and had a pink glow effect around the stone. The teens thought it was some type of crystal, and they decided to break it open. So they threw a heavy rock onto the stone. After the rock made connection with the stone, a bright pink flash appeared right in front of them, blinding them in the process. After that, a large dinosaur creature with spines on its back appeared and began roaring non-stop. The creature started walking towards the town, completely ignoring the kids. The creature began destroying the town and lasering it to pieces. After the creature had finished the town off, it walked into the ocean never to be seen again. Until now. In ancient paintings, show that there are more kaiju stones hidden somewhere around the planet, as they show 5 triangles and the symbol of the names. First is G, which symbolizes for Godzilla. Second is K, for Ghidorah. Third is R, for Rodan. Then S, for Shimu, which we have found buried in the ice in Antarctica and is held heavily in our facility. And last is B for Bio.
Siren Head, what are you doing here? You're gonna die. We need you. Siren Head, please don't die. That's not Siren Head.
Breaking news. An infected aircraft has appeared in the middle of downtown Houston. The city is currently under evacuation. Ever since the infected aircraft has appeared, Godzilla has changed course and is heading towards Houston.
Come. snakes.
The C-90 has taken Godzilla somewhere out in the Atlantic Ocean. There has yet to be any sightings of Godzilla or the C-90. The aviation complex industry and ourselves are trying to find where these creatures went.
Break it. I want to get blinded. Why is it coming to my country? Huh? That's Vault 9. Okay. Alright.
A new kaiju has been spotted in the waters of Miami. The federal-wide kaiju industry reported this new creature is named Biolante.
Biolante.
The creature hasn't caused any damage at all towards the city, but it has been consuming and destroying all of the planes that are in Miami International Airport.
Okay, that's weird. It looks like it's made out of green flesh. Biolante. FWK, Federal Wide Kaiju.
Biolante has been released from its gem.
Safe.
Biolante first appeared in the Amazon rainforest, where it then traveled through the waters, then appeared in Miami. It is still unknown to who or what broke the gem, but all that matters is that the creature is now loose. Biolante hasn't caused any destruction towards the city or caused any harm towards the citizens, but it has been consuming multiple planes in Miami International Airport. We have multiple theories as to why this creature was consuming planes.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I think it's the second one. Huh? When did Shimo get released? We need to release King Dagorax. Mash the cave. I'm not meaning the sus smash. I'm meaning this. No, I'm meaning that in here. That's not Shimo. Who is he? Or it? What is it? Who is it? Is it? It's an infected aircraft. Blue infected sky. Blue infected sky. Blue infected sky. Blue infected sky. That ain't a spirit bomb. bomb. And then when Biolote saw Godzilla, it said, "Hi, brother."
Unlock your stay for less with app-exclusive prices.
Like,
download the free Booking.com app
Biolote asked Godzilla, "What should we do?" And he's like, "Eat the planes." And she's like, "Okay, brother." Hi, Uncle. Are they fighting or is it a family reunion? So that's actually scary. You see that at night. Ask Godzilla to come. Then he shoots the both of you. Big back. Chubby plane. Big back plane. Big back. Big back. Big back. This guy is a big bag. My man, this ain't my candy cane. This is big bag, Zilla. Big Zilla Black. Zilla Big Bag. Big Mac. I'm pretty sure they don't have ears. I know they have eyes, they don't have ears. I think. Or there's white dots of eyes. Okay, now you have a reason to cry. But this is... Who needs a baby? Like, you're a monster if you leave a child. A baby. A baby. No, this is not infected squirrel. This is Shin infected squirrel. Not infected squirrel. It's Shin infected squirrel. Megalon. I thought he was gonna grab the planes and smash it. And grab them. And then it fuses into his body. Never mind. He went like,
Downtown Seattle was attacked by an infected aircraft named the IL-76. The creature caused massive destruction, leaving the city in billions of dollars in damage. Multiple people have been infected during this attack. Some citizens were trying to evacuate out of the city by plane. After the creature attacked a nuclear power station, it headed toward Seattle-Tacoma International Airport.
I think they're just taking like a broken aircraft and then destroying the red stuff. And then for the animation, they just handcraft. Mr. Boombox, yak, yak, yak. What? Put the shoot. Baby Ray. Oh, I can still see. Blue, pink and black, gray, weird color, blue, I mean. You still see me? Yeah. About a week ago, a new infected aircraft has awoken. This is what was it? A, B, C. About a week ago, a new infected aircraft has woken off the coast of downtown Miami. Miami. The creature represents an aircraft named the Lockheed. Oi! Picture of Lockheed. Oi! But that's not what we mostly focused on. The creature seems to have evolved into forming skin. And someone looks identical to run away. There are also lighting designs on the body side of the creature's body. And a diamond design in the front of the creature's chest. We are able to predict that these creatures are able to evolve to form skin. But what color would their skin be? Black? Red? White? Blue? Pink? Green? Peach? Gray? Everything.
Multiple mega-infected aircrafts are coming out of the ground all around Europe and Asia. These creatures are one of the biggest infected aircrafts that are recorded yet. If you are in any of these countries, leave now. I can't do this anymore. I have to go to my family.
Those are legs, by the way, I think. I think those are legs. They better not be teeth. They're the pyramid. Pyramids. The pyramids of Egypt.
Has there been any updates?
Yes, there have been a total of 4 infected AN-124s, 2 in Europe and another 2 in Asia. These creatures seem to be measured over 3,000 feet tall. They can be an extreme threat throughout our planet.
3,000 feet.
Do you think Godzilla and Biollante will stand a chance?
I hope so. But if not, we might have to release another kaiju.
Like who?
Shimu.
Shimu, the kaiju that caused the Ice Age and is a mother of all kaijus collected. She will probably be the one to defeat these giant monsters, as she has defeated creatures like this in the past.
Can we release her now?
Sadly not. We need to wait for government orders. Right now, he is planning on releasing this robot Godzilla soon. I don't know what his plan is, but it better be good.
All right, be ready to open fire.
Watching. animations. Release every single kaiju in the world. Look at that. It's sucking the aircraft.
Find it, book it, make it yours. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
So I thought this I was again. I'm gonna throw this phone. No. C5 Galaxy. The C5 Galaxy is now one of the first military aircrafts that have been infected. This is the most powerful mutant recorded with all sorts of powers and abilities. The creature hasn't reached a nuclear power plant, so we assume that the creature is feeding on Godzilla's radiation. Stage 4 height 583 feet tall, aggression 94%, radiation 98%, location log Los Angeles. Powers recorded: atomic laser, EMP blast, shockwave, galaxy absorption. EMP. What is an EMP? Give up. Day bolts. This is how I would look. Oh no! Eat. Go back to work. Did I say you can stop working? Get back to work. Get back to work. Did I say you can stop working? Get back to eating. Get back to eating. Get back to eating. Did I say you can stop eating? Murder! My favorite. It's my guy. It's my guy. It's my guy. You're bull. No. I am all powerful. I am all powerful with my little whip. Okay. December 14, 1964. Every single infected aircraft around the planet has begun to face the direction. All directions lead towards the AN-124's giant let out a loud, deafening roar. The sound was heard all around the planet. This call meant something. We're trying to figure it out. I'm more powerful. I'm more powerful with my little rib. Oh wow. Get back to work! Get back to work! Did I say you can? December 17, 1964. The call was to awake the king and queen. Samina is in a ball 11. Ah! There's more balls than I remember. No, 7. was roll 1, roll 2, roll 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And 7 was the last one. We didn't have 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is longer than I expected. Let's keep this t-shirt anyway. Make sure you don't get infected by the radiation or nor the stay in groups and always have each other's back no matter what. Even if you're dead. But just wait for orders before firing missiles. You don't want to waste them all so quickly. To encounter a flying infected aircraft, avoid flying in a straight line. Try and tire the mutant out while you can. If you ever get caught by a click by a mutant, click the eject button. If you wait, what? Click the eject button if you aren't able to. Click the self-destruct button. It is already too late for you. What?
After the attack of New York City, we have collected leftover flesh that was left behind the creature during the attack. We have discovered new information about the flesh of these creatures and where it came from. 1936, the day Godzilla was released and attacked the city of San Francisco. While Godzilla was destroying the city, some of its flesh detached from the body due to the fact that the military was fighting back against this creature. The flesh is able to live on its own, and be able to evolve all on its own. There are many forms these creatures can evolve into which we are not able to name them all. The creatures even have the ability to change their forms anytime and anywhere. Somehow, these creatures have made their return, and are now turning against Godzilla himself. They all have the same abilities as him, but some are even more powerful than Godzilla's atomic breath. But there is one thing we still haven't solved.
What?
If Godzilla had been frozen in Antarctica.
Sure.
Who or what brought these creatures back?
After the C5 Galaxy knocked out Godzilla with its atomic shockwave, he was able to evolve into his second form. But unfortunately, the C5 Galaxy has already left the area and is heading towards Asia. The reason for this is because the AN-124 had left a loud roar that was heard all around the world. Locals around downtown Dallas have captured Biollante seemingly sliding around the city, letting out multiple roars, as if letting out warnings to civilians throughout the city.
The creature that attacked downtown Chicago last year has made its return. The aviation complex industry states that the mutant is in its full form, as the creature had been attacked by a nuclear bomb that was mysteriously sent toward the B-78. The C5 Galaxy makes an appearance in the city of Kuala Lumpur. People are in extreme chaos as the creature makes an attack towards the city.
Should they prepare for defense, Sergeant?
Yes. Send all the available units towards the C5. And we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, sir.
This is not a test. far in front. Look for cones of the sun and far on the right.
Spirit bombs. Since when can they make spirit bombs?
All Kuala Lumpur citizens are to be immediately evacuated out of the city, as Godzilla was seen to head towards the C5, which is in the middle of Kuala Lumpur. Reports come in from the aviation complex industry informing that if these creatures meet again, they will cause devastating destruction throughout the area, and a massive level of radiation will pollute the region. Evacuate immediately before it is too late.
Please let me know in the comments what do you guys think about this. You should make like, oh, I react to blah blah blah, funny videos, scary videos. If it makes sense. I don't want to be unsubbed, and I know. You think, you can't see us. Sub. Again, I have a sub account. Just pain. Please actually. Or he'll come back to you. It would be nice if they make plushes of the infected. Or actually, no. Mm-hmm. Just let the goodbye, my
Godzilla and the C5 are walking really slow towards each other. Why is that? The industry still doesn't know, but they are assuming that it has to be each other.
They are challenging each other to win. Every time you decide not to guide us at your feet for the very last time. Oh, no. No. Then he's gonna look up. Loki, that reminds me of World Eater. With an arm. What is this look? Oh! Shine bright like a diamond. 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 I am your father. Luke, I am your father. Nuh-uh. What the flip? Nuh-uh. Yeah. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Yummy. Oh. That was easy. Ew. This is disgusting. Down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Why is this such a long video? My name is Brian Roger. My son has been acting really strange lately. Ever since he has been playing outside in the backyard at night. He made a new friend. Of course, I thought it was part of his imagination. Until I heard his roar too. He described his friend as a dragon with two heads and large massive wings. Also saying his friend looks a lot like King Ghidorah, but King Ghidorah has 3 heads. I called the evacuation company to see what is out in those waters. I even showed them the video I've captured, but they still couldn't find nothing. Tomorrow morning we are going to live with my grandparents in Missouri. I hope whatever is out there never reaches land. That's it. Finally. Okay, restart. Let's start. Brian Rogers' home. 7 years after the disappearance of the mutants, police arrived at Brian Rogers after receiving a distressful. The police arrived at Brian Rogers' house after receiving a distressful call from one of his neighbors. The neighbors reported seeing Brian's child, Alex Roger, interacting with a large unidentified creature near the edge of the cliff. It was like watching God resurfing from the ocean, it said an elderly couple that lived a couple blocks away from the location of the house. Oh, so that's his friend. Brian stated that these were supposedly unbelievable rumors that the neighbors have made just so he and his son could move away after finding out that Brian was the only survivor in the plane crash on May 2nd, 1963. The officers later believed Mr. Roger and left his home. We saw the monster. 2 weeks after the call, neighbors reported hearing Brian scream at 3 in the morning, and again the police were called to investigate. To pay money to call the police. When they arrived, they found Brian unconscious in his backyard, but his son sitting on the edge of the cliff. They questioned Alex, hoping to find a reason why his dad was unconscious, but Alex didn't want to give a specific answer because he was scared they would take his friend away. Alex kept repeating the phrase, "She doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want to be known." It is a she. Brian later woke up in the hospital 3 hours after he was found. The police immediately questioned him at the police station. What did they take it to the police station? Why? Did he criminal? Okay. Conversation with Officer Pablo Thorin and Brian Rogers. 517 or something. Good morning, Mr. Roger. Good morning. So we brought you in this room for some questioning as to you ended up unconscious in your backyard last night. I told you guys it was really nothing. I just had a little bit of a drink. We are not gonna believe that, Mr. Roger. Please tell the truth. Please tell us the truth. ... Mr. Roger, please don't be the reason again for another tragedy. Keeping this a secret will do you no good for us and humanity. Fine. I just got back home from walk and I decided to make my son dinner before I got into the office, back in the office. After I called him out, but I never got a response. I called him out again. But I didn't get a response either. I went to his room only to see nothing there. I looked around the entire house, but I couldn't find him. I was so scared, thinking a mutant captured him, until I realized he could be in the back. I checked the backyard and called his name. ... What happened? This time I did get a response, but it wasn't a voice, it was a roar. I ran to where he was, where he's usually at, which is at the edge of the cliff. When I arrived there, I saw it. So what? What did you see? God. She doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want to be here. No! Okay, so we know it's a she. License and registration, please. I'm afraid I don't have any. I was sent to go shop and open delivery. Okay, then I'm gonna have to ask you to step out of the car for me, sir. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Infection in there. How did I guess that? Oh! Can we see the creature now? Can we at least see it? Because all we saw was eyes. See it.
The United States government has ordered a mass reconstruction project around the entire country. Looks like humanity will have a second chance after all. The city reconstruction has begun. Millions of construction workers have started the projects on redesigning New York City first.
Boeing, Airbus, McDonnell Douglas, and Lockheed all plan on retiring every single aircraft in their fleets, as so another situation like this would never happen again. The once safest transportation vehicle had now become a deadly machine that once almost erased mankind. This may be the end of another era, and now we have to say goodbye to the planes that once flew in the sky.
Pick up a giant bird and fly on. Brian Rogers log. Again. 6570. Okay. I'm currently on a flight on the way to Tokyo. The officer was right. I can't be the reason for another tragedy. The eviction complex needs to know there are more lives at risk. I think the apocalypse is over, but that was just the first. They were testing our defenses. Oh. And now we are on our own this time. These new mutants will cause more destruction. And humanity will have a higher chance than extinction. Higher chance of extinction. Not unless we fight back. They evolve, so do we. The building gets cut in half. Just as you climb the stairs, and a little bit of your hair gets going. A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, E.
Good morning, Mr. Kenny. I finally have the records with results within the next attack. Tokyo City will be our next target. Their city has nuclear power plants almost everywhere around the east. There is an estimate of around 14 million citizens around the entire city. Our goal will be to eliminate at least 5 million people in Tokyo Bay, or the city center. Of course, the federal-wide kaiju industry will try and interfere with the mutant, probably with one of their mechs to defend, but we have a few tricks up our sleeves. Please report back to me while you can, Mr. Kenny. Start the evacuation orders in the building. For the fight, you can get a ride in one of our attack helicopters. Shit.
Over the Pacific Ocean.
Reaching Tokyo Air Base in approximately 5 to 7 minutes.
Copy that, Roger 3. Start to make your approach to runway 23. Landing gear.
The hand just comes out of the ocean and grabs one of the aircraft and pulls it down. Log 43. A10. Warthog was on its way back to Japanese Air Force Base after a training mission over the Pacific. What do you know? However, when the A-10 was returning back to the base, the pilot encountered something quite disturbing. A plane on water, which was stinking and was a kaiju. It was a Boeing 737 owned by an airline that was never been seen before, spotted surfacing above the ocean near Tokyo Bay. So is the weather in? Later, the pilot reported this incident to air traffic control, which then contracted the Japanese rescue units towards the scene. Yep. Get away, Roger! That ain't a plane, that's a kaiju. But before the rescue units would arrive, a larger unidentified creature re-emerged from the water, almost catching the A-10 Warthog. The large creature seems to have almost tripped the pilot. However, do not do that. large creature seems to have almost tricked the pilots. However, the pilot was able to escape the creature's large mouth. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Jump scare. After the incident, Japanese government ordered a mass evacuation in the city of Tokyo in order to recalculate the massive creature deep into the Pacific Ocean. Relocate. The federal-wide kaiju industry has planned on activating their Mecha Godzilla in order to lure the creature in the Pacific away from the city. Weaponry has sent all around the city of Tokyo in case of any malfunctions towards Mecha Godzilla. Evacuation protocol systems activated. 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 22 seconds. This is the final one. 11. Yeah. Tag team. Team tag. Yeah. Tag team. What is tag team? I know what tag is. I know what team tag is. But what the flip is tag team? Do you tag a group and then they're on the team? That's team tag. Team tag. Tag team. Oh, it's like a group of people all on at one time. But it's just the other people they don't.
I'm going to the shop quickly. Okay. Please, when I get back, can we Riley's bed needs to be made properly again. And then dishwasher has stopped, and then I just need you to help me tidy up.
Yeah.
I was also thinking spinach.
Yeah. Listen here. So I'm going to bark at you. Woof, 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 woof. Bark, bark, woof, woof, woof. Bark, bark, woof, woof, woof. Bark, bark, woof, woof, woof. Game over. Meeples. No. Hedgehog. But mine doesn't make his head go. Bye. Can I fix you? go black. I go what? Flashbang. Okay. Oh. There's blood. Blood. Helicopter. That's infection. Helicopter. Sorry, that's funny. That's infected. They're watching it happen. We just saw a hand. Oh, now we can fly.
Good news, Amanda. We got reports from the Downtown Community Center in Chicago. Seems that a mid-class infected aircraft has appeared in the area.
I said give me good news. That doesn't sound like good news.
Sorry, sir, but there isn't any. Our military defenses are no use. The mech is still down, and the creature that is located in Chicago is now heading towards the other kaiju in Tokyo.
Shit. So what? We can't let this become another apocalypse. Use every military equipment we have towards these creatures. Right away.
Yes, sir.
Approaching target. Weaponry lock. Begin.
As you may know, On June 8, 1970, a massive creature emerged from Tokyo Bay. It resembles an infected aircraft from 7 years ago. On June 5th, 1963, but this mutant has a different appearance and a slight different source in its actions.
Thank you, Mom. Don't move from there, please. Don't move from there. Don't move. Don't move my pens. In the right position, but you can't see me doing it.
Unlike other mutants in its past, this creature has no intention on attacking nuclear power plants in the district.
What did you do?
But it has a source of firing concentric beams of radiation from its mouth. This creature has caused tremendous chaos towards the civilian and killing millions in its path. If this illustrates even further, we may have to call in the US military to combat the creature with nuclear weaponry. But for now, we will have to trust in Japanese military to handle the situation with their artillery. Yeah. May God be with us all. I miss you. If you hadn't been so stupid, I would have been with you right now.
This couldn't be this way.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I wish I hadn't joined the company. People see me as a monster. And they're right. I just want revenge for what they did to me. They took me away from you. And because of that, you moved on from me. But I didn't. I'll never move on from you. I didn't. Not until you and your new family are dead.
I want to get other side of the room.
In the downtown district. Civilians were evacuated from almost every skyscraper in the area to avoid any structural damage towards the buildings. Each building in the city was inspected from top to bottom to expect any damage. When the structural engineers explored the division complex facility, they found a disturbing occurrence in the basement. A decomposed body was laid in the corner of the room. The body was later identified as Luke Anderson. Luke Anderson was the survivor of the crash plane that happened in 1936, which was the same plane that started the infection and the new attack on New York City. Not only was the body discovered, but a strange plane symbol, lighted candles with, and a black box recorder from the aircraft that had crashed in 1936 had been discovered. So actually, you guys can pause to read. Okay. I left my daughter in the car just for 1 minute. If only I was a bit warm, this wouldn't have happened. I just think my feet.
Mr. President, what is your plan on, let's say, defeating this mutant?
Well, we already have military personnel on their way to Tokyo with almost half of our defense systems. If that doesn't work, then we will have to rely on a mech to help us out.
Why do you think the mech is the solution to defeating this creature? What if it has the same result as the mech in Tokyo?
It won't. The mech we have is a lot stronger, faster, bigger, and even equipped with more weaponry.
Mr. President, do you think this is the start of a new apocalypse?
Only if we let it become an apocalypse. 7 years ago, we were weak. We didn't fight back due to their radiation and the amount of planes that got infected. But now, we have evolved. But so have they. We will use every resource and power to fight back and win this war. abducted.
I am not afraid of your weapons. Your missiles are like pencils hitting my hard scales. If it wasn't for my leader, I would have conquered this planet and find you. Unfortunately, I was assigned to a different task. But soon, once I complete my mission, I will make sure you find the error in your ways and watch you experience and burn you and your family alive. Allison. Why does this Loki remind me of Shin Godzilla? Because that's his rule. And his mouth splits open to unlock do his laser beam. Oh. Well, we already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get eaten. Yeah, Mechagodzilla's gonna get eaten, I think. Three, 2, 1, 0, 3, 1, 2, 3. 16 bits. 8 bits. 4 bit. 1 bit. No. Months ago. Yeah, the hero. Then I walk up to the infected. And I spawn a nuclear power plant right on top of them. And the nuclear power plant explodes. Oh no.
Enemy 1 is located 10 minutes north.
Copy that, ATC. Unit is in sight.
Yoink, 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 yoink. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Breaking news. A major attack has occurred in the city of downtown Tokyo. Around 12 million civilians have died during the attack, mostly due to massive levels of radiation. The Japanese government has put a suspension on the aviation complex industry due to the aircraft on the Mutant containing the company's logo. Massive protests around the Kaiju facility command the company to release a new monster to battle the new mutants and stop them from killing any more people. Both creatures have returned back into the Pacific Ocean due to a loud, mysterious roar that came from a large mass that was detected entering the region. The Japanese Navy and the United States Navy SEALs have planned on exploring the entire Pacific Ocean to distract the creature from entering any populated areas. As for the flying mutant fighter jets from the United States Air Force have planned on shooting the mutant down to also avoid it entering populated areas.
Little bit, you know, it's like two-headed Ghidorah. Okay, thank you all for watching. Peace.